Hey there, Racer Rob here with Integrity Auto Care, better known as Dr. Rob, the car doctor. So this is video number 2 of the EVAP series on how to properly diagnose and repair EVAP systems. And today we're going to talk about my favorite part, tools, baby. So here's a quick snapshot of Dr. Rob's operating table. I've got the old scanners, the Snap-on brick, the first one that came out. Guess why they call it a brick? Woohoo, looks like a brick. The Solus, the second generation, I think. Don't quote me on that. Then I've got the Autel Maxisys, awesome for imports, German cars, European, that kind of thing. The Modus, very steady scanner / scope. The right information, absolutely critical to have that too. And yes, I use Identifix to consult with other master technicians because nobody knows it all. A great company to deal with. Wiring diagrams, I use Mitchell on Demand. Of course, you have to know the codes. Like I said, shop owners, this is for you. Study this stuff. Do it on your own time if you have to. I promise you, once you get to be known as your doctor in your area, like I have, you will have more business than you know what to do with. Because cars are definitely, people are looking, they're begging for honest auto mechanics that know how to do electronics. This is the description and operation. I think I got this out of Identifix. I think it was on the Identifix website. So, got to know the theory and operation. So you have to have the overview. And a couple other things we're going to talk about, just to make sure I'm on track too, is some common misconceptions. So let's kind of go into that here in a minute, because I got to show you the flagship of my shop, the Snap-on workstation. The joke is that I tell the Snap-on guy this is way too expensive, but every time it leaves, I go, man, it's worth every penny. So I highly recommend you do the investment into this machine or something similar, because if you properly, I'll be honest, it took me a couple years to really learn this thing, know how powerful it is, but let me tell you what, super powerful. I can go into drivability, emissions, fuel, O2 sensors, transmission accessories. I can go into testing components. In video number 3, spoiler alert here, I'm going to show you how to do a function test on the EVAP system. It's a gross leak, but you can also verify before the vehicle leaves if you fixed it or not, even if the EVAP monitors have not run. So I can do all of these tests. Pretty darn cool. So make sure you watch video number 3 as well. Not only that, airbags, the GM, engine, PATs, all these systems. So let's get back into EVAP. Data display. Emissions. Now, let's talk about this for a little bit. A lot of people say, hey, I can go down to now I'm not knocking the parts stores that have good relationships with them, some good hardworking guys, but one of the misconceptions you'll see is, hey, free code scans, free diagnostics, check codes, at the parts stores. Okay, you got to realize that scanner they're using is probably $100 or so scanner. It's just a code reader, does not do any diagnostics, does not have the ability to read a lot of these components. And keep in mind, it's like a snapshot. It's like an x-ray, blood test, physical. It's the doctor that really makes the decision on what needs to be done next. And even worse, let's say I've seen this and it's a bad situation. You'll go in and you'll say, okay, I gotta, see, this one's even tough. Okay, loose and missing filler cap, awesome. Ford does it. Kudos to them. Replace the gas cap. Hopefully that fixes it. If you're gonna do that, use a factory one. That's my advice. But let's say that going off track here a little bit, but just a little bit. O2 sensor lean. Blah blah blah. Well, your cousin, brother, whoever, do-it-yourselfer goes and replaces the O2 sensor. Well, maybe it was a wiring problem. Maybe it was a rich running condition, lean running, and just maybe that part is defective. So he's just introduced a problem that wasn't there into your already complex problem. So my advice, find yourself a trustworthy shop that's going to run you a couple $100 diagnostics, you know, to fix it right, have a warranty. And trust me, you do not want to have an untrained individual working on this stuff because it's really tight. This looks great, but in the vehicle, I'm telling you, that vapor management valve is down in there somewhere. I'm not gonna take the trouble to get to that thing if it's not bad. So that's where I stand with that. Find a local shop. So rolling right along, I really love my Fluke 88 multimeter. It's pretty spendy, but it's worth every penny because I can read voltages, min-max voltages if I want to record. Let's say I had a draw or a charging system dropping out, I can do that. I can also do ohms, amps, duty cycle. A lot of these components of the EVAP are duty cycles type of thing. And let's not forget the Smoke Pro. Whoever invented this smoke machine, I'm hoping they're sitting on the beach because they haven't enjoyed it. This basically takes baby oil or oil like it, you put it in the canister, you hook it up to the battery, you heat it up, you put air to it, shop compressed air. It has a built-in regulator that adds a very small amount of pressure to the system. Open it up and you can monitor very small leaks that'll set a code. Remember in the other video I said half a mouse fart will set a code? Well, you can monitor that. So awesome machine, brilliant job guys. In video number 3 I'm going to show you how I actually use the system with my scanner via the computer on the vehicle, and I watch my vacuum along with my readings to actually see if the system's working. Really cool video. So I got the one big misconception out of the way. Let's see if there's others that I want to talk about real quick. See, this is the real world. It's already 7 minutes in. I want to keep these short and fun. Lift, absolutely. Trying to fix this stuff on your back is tough. Laptop, portable laptop, I highly recommend it. There's so much information now that you need to have this stuff on your fingertips. I've got, this is just your simple, I don't know, $1,500 laptop. I've got Mitchell On Demand on it. I've got Identifix. Very valuable to have in the shop. Of course, I love the Snap-on workstation to have. Got the rotary lift, that's the one I use. Let's see here. Went over the Fluke 88. I like the Power Probe as well too. Very cool tool where you can actually, now don't use this for precise measurements, but for easy stuff, you can absolutely do a ground. You can provide a power. How cool is that? And it's actually got a built-in multimeter in there. That's my ground. Nice little audible there. That's my power. Nice little audible there. And like I said, you can provide your own power and ground. But be very, very careful using this machine. Number one, don't damage the wiring. Use either use Pearson leads or very small. I gotta show you, this is very important. Got these off of Amazon, I think it was. Worth every penny. There's my Fluke, or my OTC. Wow, that's an oldie but a goldie. Temperature gauge, tack, things like that. But I actually got these off of Amazon. Very, very small bed of nails that slide very well into the connectors. Don't do any damage. Try to do as little damage as possible to the wiring if you can. So, let's see here. We are on tools. Come on, baby. Get in there. Talked about Mitchell, Identifix, researching. Yes, sometimes I use the internet, but be very, very careful. There is a lot of misinformation there that can lead you way down the rabbit hole. And also, ask your customers. Use your eyeballs and ears. I always, always, always do a visual inspection on stuff. I always test drive it, look, listen, feel. I always talk to customers and say, okay, here's the truth. You know you know your vehicle a heck of a lot better than I do. You drive it every day. Tell me everything you know about it. When does it happen? Why does it happen? Has something been changed? Did it act up after it's been changed? And the biggest key here, here's a perfect thing to say is, the more information you can share with me now, the more money I'm able to save you by fixing it faster. Boy, that'll get your customer's attention real quick. Once again, the more information you can tell me now, Mr. Customer, the better chance I have of saving you money and fixing it faster. Time and money, very important to your customers. So we're at about 11 minutes, so just to wrap it up real quick, those are the tools. Make the investment, shop owners, and make the investment to learn it, study it, love it, live it. There's not a week that goes by that I don't go home and spend, I don't know, even after 12 hours at the shop, sometimes 2-3 hours that night learning the systems, so I come in and kick ass the next day, and I promise you it will pay off in business, because you will never be slow, because you're putting in the time and the commitment to help your customers out, and they will respect you for it. They absolutely will. So that's pretty much it for the tools. And the next video is going to be a real quick case study on how I fix this vehicle. So once again, Dr. Rob, Integrity Auto Care. If you like what you see, come check me out. This is my website, www.integrityautocare.us, and on Facebook, Integrity Auto Care, Home and Honest Mechanic. Okay, my friends, shop owners, customers, potential do-it-yourselfers, be careful. Sometimes it's cheaper to go to the shop than replace a bunch of parts. Okay, Dr. Rob, Racer Rob, Integrity Auto Care, over and out.